All right, good to be with everybody again this morning. Good to be back for another year. Our message is about the same as every year. We got a pretty good bunch of players, excellent group of coaches, and hopefully we can keep on keeping on like we've been doing, maybe a little better. Our goals have been to win the SEC, win the division, and win a bunch of games, win the bowl game, finish in the top 10. The last several years, we've managed everything except win the division and win the SEC. Fortunate enough to, win our bowl games, finish in the top 10, actually number 4 last year, best in school history. So we hope to do a little bit better. We got a team that is capable, and we got to go play the game. We're not a whole lot better than most people or anybody really, but we can play with just about everybody we play. Dylan Thompson's a fifth-year quarterback. He's already graduated. He should have a big year. All the offensive linemen are basically back. Lost one senior, but should be able to replace him. Defensively, lost some good guys. Clowney, Chaz Sutton, Victor Hampton, Jimmy Littlegree. But hopefully we got some guys ready to come in there and play. So we're looking forward to it. We got to continue winning close games. If you win most of your close games, you can win 11. And that's how we've done it the last 3 years.
Coach, Dylan has been really good as a backup. Just talk a little bit about his development now that it's his team and what you see in him maybe in comparison to some of your other good quarterbacks.
Yeah, Dylan's a fifth-year guy. He's been there. He and Connor Shaw, best of friends. They pull for each other. Dylan's actually started 3 games. We've won all those. And actually last year against Central Florida, he came in the first quarter. Connor got hurt, bonked his shoulder around somehow, and he played the entire game. Dylan, he's the only quarterback in the nation to beat Central Florida. I think they go 12-1, something like that. So he can do it all. He can run a little bit. He can throw. Probably won't run quite as much as Connor did. I don't know who our backup quarterback's going to be, but Dylan knows the offense in and out. He's a wonderful young man, natural leader. He does everything the coaches ask and then a little bit more. So we have tremendous confidence. He's going to have a big year.
Coach, Steve Moulton, 97.7 The Zone. Okay. After it was reported that Jadeveon Clowney had a sports hernia, and of course it was repaired and obviously playing for the Texans, how much did that limit him in his senior year with the South Carolina team?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. First of all, about Jadeveon, he did not even have to play last year at South Carolina. A lot of people advised him to sit out the season. Why risk injury when you're going to be the first pick in the NFL draft and $22 million plus is waiting for you? And he wanted to play, and he wanted to come back and help his team. And I tell you what, he played 3 years, and we won 33 games. So the best ever 3 years in the history of the school. So we appreciate everything he did there. Now, the sports hernia thing I read about, I know he ran 4.4 with that sports hernia if he had it at South Carolina, because he had it on that combine day also when he ran 4.4. But I don't know that injury. He could have had a little something in there. But he played well. He played very well. They double, triple teamed him just about every play. But he had some good games for us, and he's a big reason, we won 33 games.
Coach, I'm sure this is something about him that you hadn't answered too much all off season, but just what's life without him going to look like up there up front, and also for this defense trying to replace him?
Well, the other team won't have to change their offense when they play us. They'll just treat those defensive ends like everybody else. So that'll probably be helpful for them. But again, we've got some young guys that are ready to play. So they've got to step forward and prove their SEC caliber defensive ends. So Darius English is a young man that came around well in spring ball. But we got a lot of good players. So we know we got to live without Clowney. We had to live without Marcus Lattimore, and now we got to live without Connor Shaw. Connor Shaw winning his quarterback school history, never lost a home game. What he did there was remarkable. So we're replacing some really superstar players there.